Welcome back to Mad Horse Barbecue. My name is Brian, and in today's video, we're gonna be doing about an 8.5 pound spiral cut ham. This is a pre-cooked ham right from the grocery store. Most grocery stores this time of the year have hams out because Christmas is right around the corner. I, for one, I'm a huge fan of ham. I'm a huge fan of these pre-cooked ones. This is just a Hormel ham, and you know, you really don't have to do anything to it. You can pretty much just take it out of the package. You could eat it cold if you wanted. You could just cut it off, you know, because it is spiral slice, so it makes for some nice slices. So you can cut off a little bit at a time and heat it up individually. But one nice thing to do with these is if you got the time, go ahead and throw it out on your grill. Today we're gonna be using the Z-Grill's pellet grill yet again. We're gonna run it at 250 and we're just gonna let it go. Essentially, we're not cooking this. Essentially, all we're doing is reheating this. What we're gonna do though is we are gonna put a little bit of a rub on it, and we're gonna use a binder, and then at the end, we're gonna give it a nice glaze. The rub we're gonna use is by Butcher Barbecue. It is this honey barbecue rub. Really good stuff. Ham is already naturally salty, so to me, when I put a rub on a ham, I don't want it to be very salty, and to me, the honey rub's perfect. And then the binder and the glaze we're gonna use at the end is the Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle. So without further ado, let me take you in and let's get this ham rubbed down. All right, you can see we got the ham right here. I am gonna cook it on one of these disposable grill toppers. It just makes it a little, you know, easier for transport. Once you get the, you know, the ham rubbed down, you don't gotta grab the outside of it. You know, I can literally just pick this up just like that, put it on the grill. And then the best part about it is there's no dishes when I'm done because this is disposable, so I'm gonna throw it away. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna take the Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle. Whoop, get that label forward right here. And we're gonna put a little binder on it just for the rub to stick. Good, rub it around. And you just want to make sure you get this binder stuck everywhere so it gives something for the rub to go to, because I, for one, think, you know, a nice sweet rub on this ham makes it just turn out absolutely fantastic. And you get a little bit of spiciness too from, you know, a little bit of heat from the raspberry chipotle sauce at the end with the glaze. But once you get everything covered, you go ahead and just rub it down. Like I said, the rub we're using today is the Butcher Barbecue Honey Rub. Fantastic stuff, award-winning stuff. If you hadn't gotten a chance yet, get over to butcherbarbecue.com and try out some of his stuff. I will leave a link to his webpage in the description as always. So let's just go ahead and rub this down. And again, this is all personal preference. If you have a family you're trying to feed and they don't like a very flavorful, I won't say flavorful, ham's good, but I'll say flavorful. If they don't like a very rubbed down, okay, I'll say rubbed down. If they don't like a very rubbed down ham, just go a little bit. But for me, I'm gonna go on relatively heavy. And we're just gonna cover it until I feel like stopping. There we go, it's gonna be good. And the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take my Meter Plus probe and we are gonna monitor internal temp on that. Internal temp when you're reheating the ham is about, I'm gonna pull this up at right around 140, probably bring it in and let it rest for about 30 minutes or so. So let's get the Meter Plus stuck right in. Just like that. And again, this Meter Plus probe is just kind of like a guideline for me. I always do my final checks with my ThermoPen 1. So besides that, this ham's good to go. Got a nice binder on it, got a nice rub on it. Got my Meter Plus in there to monitor the internal temp. So I will see you out at the pellet grill. All right, guys, down at the Z-Grills yet again. Pit is lit to 250 degrees. That's what we're gonna run today. If I was in a bit more of a rush, I might run it at like 275, 300, because I do kind of like cooking at that temp. But no rush today, so we're just gonna cook this at 250. Like I said, this is about anyway, what did I say it was? It's 8.5-ish pound ham. So I'm gonna guess at that temp, this will probably take 3-4 hours to cook. Let's go ahead and take it. Put it smack dab in the middle. Don't even have to touch the ham. Like I said, these are really nice. If I remember, I'll drop that link in there, but go ahead, close this thing down, and probably check back in a couple hours. Not much going on, 250 the whole time. So, I mean, I'm just gonna let this thing do what it does and reheat this ham. So, see you in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back. Not a whole lot going on here, just cooking, or I should say reheating the ham. Been on for about an hour. Give you a quick peek at it. Starting to get some pretty nice color on it. Get you a little zoom in. Internal temp right now is at about 75, 80 degrees. So what I'm gonna do is I got some of the Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle here. This is just right out of the fridge. So I'm just gonna start heating it up, and in about an hour or so, I'm gonna start opening. I guess I can't figure out where I wanna put it. I'll put it right there. In about an hour or so, I'm gonna open it back up, and I'm gonna start glazing this thing about every half hour until it's done. It's all personal preference, but I've done hams this way before and they turn out fantastic. So we'll pick back up and we put the first coat of glaze on. All right, guys, been on for about 2 hours internal on the ham. Is at about 110, 111, I don't remember. It was right around that range. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start glazing it. Now, most of these hams do come with the glaze. I just think, I mean, yeah, you know, they're kind of all the ingredients you know, put in the one little packet, but this raspberry chipotle as a glaze just is absolutely fantastic. It's a little thicker, so like I said, a little hint is to put it on the grill about half hour, 45 minutes before you want to start using it, so it heats up and it thins out a little bit, and then it spreads a lot nicer. But not only gonna make this ham look really nice, it's gonna taste fantastic. And just get all the sides. Again, this is all personal preference. I'm gonna open this up and do this about every half hour or so. I'm gonna try not to burn myself here. Get the other side. It's another thing, nice thing about these disposable grill toppers is you can move it really easy. Okay, I'm gonna call that good for now. I'm gonna close this down. Like I said, we're gonna open this up about every 30, 45 minutes until it's done and give it a little glaze. So we'll probably pick back up when this cook is coming to an end. All right, guys, been on for about 3 hours, 45 minutes. Internal temp of the ham right now is at about 135. What I'm gonna do is just put one more coat of glaze on it because it's gonna be done in about 20 minutes. You can see it's got some real nice color to it. Pretty much any of the Blues Hog sauces you use really gives it a nice glaze, and obviously, you know, it's getting a little bit of color from that that Butcher Barbecue honey rub as well. So just gonna paint it one more time. And again, like I said, with this glaze, I mean, if you have a homemade glaze you like to use, by all means, use it. A lot of the times I'll do like a glaze with some orange, you know, some fresh squeezed orange juice, some soy sauce, and some other ingredients and stuff. But this is just a super easy one to make. And technically, it's a barbecue sauce, but it just, yeah, I don't know, it glazes up nice. Smells fantastic. I love ham. I just made a ham the other day for my daughter's baptism, and kind of hammed out, but for dinner I'm hammed out. But I'm gonna have some eggs and ham for breakfast the next couple mornings at least. So we're gonna call that good. Go ahead and close this thing down, and when this thing is done, I'm gonna pull it in and let it rest for about 20 minutes. So when we're cutting into this and doing a taste test, we'll pick back up. So we'll see you then. All right, guys, just pulled it in. Just figured I'd give you a quick look here. I do have to have an external light on this one. Otherwise, it just looks, if the light comes off, kind of just looks a little dark. But give you a quick peek at the ham. Looking pretty good. For any background noise, we're watching The Grinch right now, so Merry Christmas. Not quite Christmas, but yeah, ham's looking good. Let's get you turned around, and we'll do a taste test. All right, got the ham right here. I guess I got a little helper. This is my son. We're gonna eat some ham. Some nice slices right there. Give you a little close up of that ham. Looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Here, you try it.
Oh no, I want a big piece.
What's hot?
Just make it hot.
I will say that is absolutely fantastic. The flavor you get, you know, from the, from that honey rub and the raspberry chipotle sauce is absolutely just top notch on a ham. Like I said, it really gives it some sweet heat to something that's already super salty. So, you know, besides that, I don't have much else to say. This is super easy. I just threw it on the grill at 250, let it go. It took about 4 hours. You know, and it just, you know, it's technically a double smoked ham because most of these hams, when you buy them pre-cooked, you know, a lot of them are smoked already. So this was gonna get cut up, put into some baggies, and we're gonna have leftovers for a while. So now besides that, I have nothing else to say. He's gonna spread the glaze out a little more, obviously, but really appreciate everybody watching. Have a safe holiday. See you in the next video. Skol Vikings. See you next time.